Hello, much love. Now I felt inspired to do this sharing and let's see how it comes. So, first of all, I want to remind us that life is always evolving, that love that encompasses all the variety of life is always developing. It is a best never-ending story. And of course, in each moment within that story, this love is also complete, perfect, without gaps. All the gaps is just dreamed within this completeness, so it may experience fulfillment, fulfilling life, and that's how naturally life flows. So I just reminding that because there is also possibility within this humanity to tune in to perspectives that are contradictory to that. We call them negative belief systems, which are designed to contract and create a sense of separation. Ultimately, separation from that love, from that wellspring of well-being. So just be aware how it works, how it narrates your view and usually pulls you to focus on what is bad and how everything is difficult and so on. So in those moments, especially if a momentum to that is powerful, or at least again seems powerful, just observe what happens neutrally. And neutrality naturally leans again back to that naturally positive flow of divine love. Because neutrality is freedom. Neutrality is when you sit back from all the worries, all the cares, and just observing, just being. And yes, and then eventually you will see that everything gets better and better and better in a very natural, effortless way. But also be aware, examine how those negative belief systems work. So you may be resilient to those vibrations, and here how it goes in different extremes of that illusion of separation. So one extreme is when we don't want to face what we don't like about ourselves, about our life, and we just ignoring those parts, separating from those parts, but it is still our energy, and then it grows and becomes more gross more toxic to get our attention. But another extreme is to make too much importance on those things, and it can also happen through externalization of those things. So then you can blame seeming outside of yourself. You can say that this is demons, this is other people, maybe it's God's fault, and so on. Maybe it's some kind of curse. And then you start again relationship, conflict-based relationship that cannot evolve. It stagnates in that belief of separation. So then you are aware about those two extremes. You can come to the middle path where you just facing yourself, facing all the parts of yourself, and accepting everything as just different parts of yourself, because this is the most stable fact that you are. Before anything you can experience and label and so on, first you have to be. So everything is by your isness. But again, those negative belief systems can also twist that, what I just said, because then they can separate my isness and your isness. And again, with that can come lots of confusion. But it is one isness. We're sharing one existence, therefore we are one. And that's why I like so often to use the word God, because God is detached from our personhood. But again, then we can create separation with this from our personhood. But our personhood is extension of that. We are one God experiencing itself through these different channels, through those different characters. And it is also our divine will to be responsible within this experience. So you still take responsibility with your free will, with your tools that you have to let your relationship with more of yourself to evolve. And that's all of your experience. It is your relationship to yourself, which can always evolve, which can always allow more love. Because this character, this body, is not separated from infinity, eternity, and all the wisdom, all the power, all the love that it contains. So breathe in that and let it expand. It happens naturally. You just need to assist it, like a gardener in your garden, just being present with what is, and then naturally allowing various inspirations and solutions to come. So, I feel now complete. Yeah, it started just as inspiration within my heart, and now I just allowed that to come through, and that's how I operate, and that's where I also guide anyone who resonates with my guidance to this level of being as pure channel for divine love as you possibly can. So together we can again assist this process to evolve, and that's why I invite you to my private sessions where we can look at you, at your unique energy, at your unique situation, again like a unique plant within a divine garden, and then together we can find new ways for you to expand in ways that is most aligned with your divine will, so that feels holistically good. And again, another reminder that if something feels like suffering, it shows dissonance to the original harmony. That's it. So again, it's your relationship. You can change it and put it back into resonance with universal harmony. And that's also where I assist with full openness, unconditional love, empathy, and deep intuition. Yes, and also I am open for the group sessions. We can even make a course. Maybe I will create one and then publish it. But if you are interested in any of these activities, just let me know, write me an email. My email, my contacts is below this video on information tab. So thank you very much for tuning in, and see you in this eternal sacred moment.